Week 1 of the Chicago Bears mandatory minicamp is officially in the books. And with that being said, we have a lot more news, notes, highlights, observations as we kind of head into the sunset and wait until the start of training camp. Now, this has been a very productive couple of weeks here for the Chicago Bears, and in this video, I wanted to break down their most recent practice. Tomorrow, I should be doing a full breakdown of standouts throughout the entirety of not only OTAs, but mandatory minicamp as well. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that video tomorrow. And with that being said, let's kind of jump. Actually, before we jump into the video, I do want to give a big shout out to all of the Bears media members, because man, these videos aren't possible without them. They work so hard each and every single day to get these highlights out for us and, you know, kind of enable us to get these videos out, right? Commentate over the highlights and give you guys something to look at while we talk about practice. So go give them a follow on Twitter, man. They work so hard and they definitely deserve it. If you guys want live updates from practice throughout training camp, go follow them right now on Twitter, because again, these videos are not possible without them. Now, with that being said, let's talk about today's practice. The first biggest highlight from today was, again, Caleb Williams in the end zone, 7-on-7s. I mean, he had some really good throws today, and we've kind of talked about the chemistry and the rapport that he has already built with DJ Moore since Keenan Allen missed some time during OTAs, and then Rome Odunze had an injury that, you know, caused him to miss some time. So the connection between Caleb Williams and DJ Moore is something that's jumped off the page right away, and it's been translating to mandatory minicamp 7-on-7s, 11-on-11s. Now, I am really excited to see when the pads come on, but in terms of yesterday's practice, DJ Moore caught a touchdown, Rome Odunze caught a touchdown, 7-on-7 red zone drills, and man, I'll tell you one thing, man. Caleb Williams' arm talent is something that shows out. You see flashes of, whoa, okay, you just made that throw. And sometimes he struggles. Again, they're playing a really good defense here in Chicago with a bunch of guys who really know how to turn over the ball and force incompletions and whatnot. But man, Caleb Williams has definitely showcased some flashes in terms of being a really good quarterback. The Bears defense overall did win the drill, but just let it be known that Caleb Williams is making strides. He's getting better each and every single day, and outside of some bad throws here and there, he's been really well balanced throughout the entirety of OTAs in mandatory minicamp. Was one really bad practice, but overall has looked good since that one bad practice. Braxton Jones, Kyler Gordon were not practicing today. I don't know if there's something going on or if they're injured or whatnot, but they were not there. Nate Davis, Cole Kmet, Tyler Scott, Dante Pettis, Austin Booker, Colin Johnson were at practice, but were on, stationary bikes before practice and did not really participate in practice. So look out for those guys to continue to ramp up and, get ready for the start of training camp. That's when things will be a lot more entertaining. Now, Rome Odunze's touchdown, I want to go back and tell you about the plays a little bit more. We did get some updates on it. So Rome Odunze's touchdown was in the corner of the end zone. Williams, a beautifully lofted ball over multiple different defenders, fell right in the breadbasket of Rome Odunze in the corner of the end zone. And, again, the arm talent, it stands out to me. DJ Moore's was in the back of the end zone. Very good coverage against Tyreek Stevenson, and Williams used his arm strength, the power, the dart, right? A laser right to DJ Moore. Great catch in the back of the end zone for a touchdown. So that was definitely to harp in on. Now, another very interesting thing about practice yesterday is they try to throw in a trick play where Williams would throw it to Keenan Allen back to the left, and then Allen attempted to hit DeAndre Swift down the right sideline on a wheel route. Stevenson wasn't covered on Swift, but the ball was underthrown and felt incomplete, but you can already tell that they're trying to implement some really interesting trick plays here. I'm not sure if that's a play that they'll try to utilize during the regular season, but Keenan Allen is a guy who actually has thrown like a 50-yard touchdown before. I believe it was last year versus the Vikings. He threw one, so hey, don't be too surprised if, we get the regular season and we start seeing guys like Keenan Allen and DJ Moore and some of these guys start throwing some passes out there, man. I wouldn't be too shocked, to be honest. But outside of a couple of touchdowns, man, the defense has shown really good consistency, and we've talked about it overall. Adding a guy Like Montez Sweat, getting him back on the team. Austin Booker has been consistently really good when he does practice. And, you have Javon Dexter and Zach Pickens, 2 early round picks last year who are continuing to get better each and every single day. You have DeMarcus Walker. You have really good linebacker depth. And the secondary looks like it could be one of the most up-and-coming ones in the NFL with guys like Jalen Johnson and Kyler Gordon, Tyreek Stevenson, Kevin Byard, a guy who is a turnover machine. And then you have a young Jaquan Brisker as well. So I'm really excited to see how this defense continues to get better and better as time goes on. But, man, iron sharpens iron. And you talk about a guy like Caleb Williams with this wide receiver core and then going on the other end and looking at that DB core. I mean, God, you guys really have to appreciate what the Bears have done to this roster and give a big shout out to, Ryan Poles, because he's built a really good team from day one who not only has potential down the line to be really good for maybe a decade or 2 decades, but they can even win right now as well, depending on how good Caleb Williams is from the jump. And the arm talent for Caleb Williams, it's there. It is so impressive. And, before we jump any further into this video, guys, I need you guys to do me a big favor. Hit the like button just so we can get this video out to more Bears fans around the world. But more importantly, subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's free. It doesn't cost anything, and we will be covering the Bears throughout the entirety of the offseason. Now, what that entails is training camp, preseason, regular season, and once the season does kick off, we're going to be breaking down some, all 22 coaches film for each and every single game for the Bears, breaking down Caleb Williams and everything you need to know. So make sure you guys join the family. It's free, doesn't cost anything, and, we'll be here, right? So with that being said, let's kind of dive right back into the video. What else really happened? The first team defense won the majority of the team periods as they have been over the past couple of days. 11 on 11s ended with the offense, arguing for a PI call, and wasn't really a PI call called. So there were actually no refs at the practice. So who knows if it was, but listen, the one thing that we are seeing right away from Bears minicamp is these dudes work, man. These defenders, these defensive players are just insane. 11 on 11s, 7 on 7s, red zone drills. It doesn't matter where they're playing. They're always just showing up. And like we said before, man, look for these guys just to continue to improve as time goes on, continue to build chemistry with one another, and, hopefully break out this year as one of the best defenses in football. Last year, they were great at forcing turnovers. And again, that's something that they've done in, OTA so far again. Now, I do want you guys to take everything with a grain of salt. Like I said earlier, tomorrow we'll be breaking down the OTA and mandatory minicamp standouts, guys who have been, really rising up the depth chart here. We'll talk about that tomorrow. But take everything with a grain of salt because there's no pads. There's no, contact yet. Once that starts happening, things will start getting a lot more exciting. Also, another guy that looks really, really scary is their 4th round pick, man. Torrey Taylor, a punter. Listen, this dude's got a boot. This dude probably has the biggest leg, that the NFL has ever seen, and he could go down as the best punter of all time. Honestly, what he's doing in practice, and again, I know it's just practice, but man, the dude is just insane. Matt Eberflus came out and said, listen, we're gonna have a couple of trick plays up our sleeve. We're gonna have a couple of plays that we can throw out during a matchup and just see if it works, right? So I'm excited to see how this offense continues to develop, continues to work, and continues to get better each and every single day. But overall, man, over the past few weeks, we've seen a lot of good things, man. Caleb Williams, the DJ Moore, the chemistry there is really good. The Roman Dunze getting back healthy looks really good in terms of just being healthy. Keenan Allen, he's here. He's one of the best route runners in football. You have, Gerald Everett, Cole Kmet, and Khalil Herbert, DeAndre Swift, who adds unpredictability, and Roschon Johnson. I'm excited, man. I am pumped up about this team. I think they've made a lot of good strides, and now they're going to get a little bit of a break. I think, they're probably going to continue to practice, individually, but man, I'm excited to see what training camp's going to bring. Let me know what you guys think. Hit the like button if you guys want the part 2 tomorrow. Let me know, and I'll see you guys then. Peace.